Got a 2026 Jeep Gladiator 3.6. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to change your oil. You're going to get 5 quarts, 0W20. This is the original filter, cartridge filter, model number MO349. As you can see, I got 380 miles on it. This is the break-in period. I like changing the oil the first time anywhere between 300 and 500 miles. According to the owner's manual, it's 300. Being that this has the new crash bar underneath there, I'm gonna set it up on ramps so it's easier to get access to the oil pan underneath, okay? Like I said, under there, that's a new addition, something to do with side impact, crash ratings or something like that. So we'll get it up on the ramps, show you the next step. You're gonna wanna run the motor for about maybe 10 minutes to get the oil warm, and it'll drain faster. You get all the dirt circulating inside there. Nothing inside to do. It opens up with no locks. Come on this side, same deal. So you're gonna lift up the hood a little bit. There's a latch under here. You're gonna push it. This latch right here, you're gonna push it to the right. Up here, you have your hood prop. You're gonna prop it up. You even have a sign right here that tells you where the hood prop goes in. Boom. Okay. If you look on top here, verify 0W20. You can open it up now while you're at it. It makes draining go out much faster. This is where your oil filter cartridge is in. Like I said, there's a 24 millimeter socket for the top and 13 millimeter on the drain plug underneath. Here's your tiny little oil pan right here, okay? Very tiny on this motor. Here's your 13 millimeter drain plug. You're gonna crack that loose, and being that this motor is kind of hot, the oil's gonna come shooting out backwards. So prepare for that. Have your oil drain pan underneath ready to move. First thing I'm gonna do is just loosen this up, and then I'm gonna do it by hand. So this shouldn't be under tremendous pressure. So not much pressure in there. I'm gonna do it. I find if you just hold a little pressure here and spin at the same time, you can pretty much catch it and pull it away without much oil getting on you. If not, no big deal. Just don't burn yourself. See if I could do it without getting anything. It's harder with gloves. Ready? Here we go. Show you what's the next step once this completely drains out. It's on the bottom, on top. So this is what the drain plug looks like if you never saw one. Nothing special. You have a gasket on there. You're gonna make sure this gasket, you know it's hard to see with my hands. You're gonna make sure this gasket is not broken or cracked in any way. And you can reuse the same one for a couple times. Eventually this will get bad and you're just gonna need a whole new drain plug. This slowed down a lot. I'm not waiting anymore. Had this already dripping for about a half hour and it's still coming. So take your drain plug. We're gonna torque that down to 20 foot-pounds. No more, no less. Okay. 20 foot-pounds. Okay. So we're gonna take this off. Like I said, 24 millimeter. It's not nothing crazy tight on there. And when you put this back in, you're gonna wanna have a torque wrench. And you're gonna torque this down to 18 foot-pounds of torque. No more, no less. I know when you read the forums, a lot of people break these plastic housings, have issues with it. But if you use the proper torque, you won't have nothing to worry about, okay? Take it straight up, hold it straight up, and that's what it looks like, yeah? You get yourself a pick like this or a small flat blade screwdriver. And on around here, you have a rubber O-ring. The new one comes with a new one. Always replace it. Don't reuse it, okay? All you need is a little small crack in here and you have yourself an issue on hand. So it's always best to just replace this while you're replacing the filter. Take the new O-ring, put it around, and work it down right back into the groove that you took it out from. Which is that right here. It sits right in this groove right here, okay? Nothing hard, nothing crazy, like so. Now you're gonna just grab your oil filter, rock it back and forth, and pull it out. If this piece pops out, spring goes in here, and it goes right down in the bottom of that. Just press that in. As you can see, just press it down like so, and it just locks in there like so. And it goes right in that hole here, clicks into place, and you're good to go. Take your new one, flip it over, start it always by hand. You don't want to cross thread plastic. Plastic will crack. So tighten this down as tight as possible by hand. Get your torque wrench, torque it to 18 foot-pounds. Here we go. Like I said, 18 foot-pounds. That's it. 18. Take it and just fill it up. Five quarts even. No guesswork. You don't have to keep checking the dipstick, adding, checking. So 5 quarts, good to go. Take your funnel out. Take your oil filter cap, fill cap. Boom. Okay. No spills, wipe up any drips if you have. Next step is I'm gonna show you how to reset the oil filter light in the dashboard. Go all the way out, you're gonna clean it, put it back in with the motor off. Press it down all the way, give it a few seconds, pull it out. And if you look over here, you see the oil right there is up into the hash right there. So that's what you're looking for, okay? It just takes 5 quarts. I would like it up here, but it says 5 quarts. So as the car sits overnight, it's gonna drain back down slowly. So it'll fill up to the higher in the hash marks. But as long as you're on the hash tags right here, hash marks, you're good to go. You're gonna hold your hood up, put your hood prop back where it belongs, lock it into place. Let it come down. Take your hood latch, push down a little bit, like so, lock it in. Same thing on the other side, like so. That's it, okay? In the future, I'm gonna show you how to put locks on here so this just doesn't open up to anyone's will. You're gonna put the car in the run position without stepping on the brakes. You're gonna come over here to the left control pad. You're gonna cycle through until you see not that, fuel economy, none of that. Off-road, no. Vehicle information. As you can see right there, I have 95% life remaining. It tells you right on the bottom. You hold OK to reset it, which I did now, and that's all you're gonna do. I recommend changing the oil every 5,000 miles, every 3 to 5,000 miles, okay? Don't do the recommended 10,000 miles because you'll regret it in the long run. You'll save a couple dollars, but in the long run, you're going to destroy your motor, okay? You're going to get gummed up valves and sludge inside the motor, which you don't want. So this is the lifeblood of the vehicle. Change the oil every 3 to 5,000 miles. That's how you change the oil on a 2026 Jeep Gladiator JT with the 3.6 motor. Questions, comment, leave them below. I get back to everyone. Hope that video helped you. If it did, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Spread the word. The more the merrier. Take care, fellas. Peace.